Hello everybody, if you could like and subscribe to my channel, that'd be so kind of you. My channel's growing every single day. Thank you for all the subscribers and all the love I'm getting. I really appreciate it. So, week commencing February 13th of AEW Dynamite and obviously Rampage the week before, because we get it the week before in England over here where I am doing a review. First match is the Elite versus Matt Hardy, Ethan Page and Isaiah for the Trios title. Really good match. Go and watch. I haven't seen it. Awesome match, but in the end the Elite win. Then we go to Ricky Starks calling out the whole of JS, saying he's going to go for all of them and he's going to go and beat Chris Jericho again. Then we have JJ, Jeff Jarrett, I should say, Singh and Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt, basically calling out the actor who they stole the award from and Danhausen. So we will see what happens there. Then we have Brian Pillman versus Swerve in a decent match, which obviously Swerve won. And he then beats down Brian Pillman after the bell, and then Dustin Rhodes comes out for some help. So obviously it's going to be Dustin Rhodes versus Swerve at some point. Then House of Blacks basically saying that all men are corruptible. They're not trying to recruit Eddie, but they just want to show everybody, for example, that everyone can be turned bad. So that's what they're trying to do to Eddie, not trying to recruit him. So we'll see. Then we had Tony Storm and Saraya versus some twins. In the end, Tony Storm won. It was a bit of a squash match, but yeah, it's a pretty good match. Adam Cole then has a video saying he's coming back, he's training, he's going to be the best wrestler in the world. And when he comes back, baby. Then in the main event of Rampage, we have Christopher Daniels versus Roosh in a really good match, hard-hitting match. We saw the best movesaw ever. We saw the bull. We saw everything. But in the end, Roosh won the match. So a really good match there. Then we go to Dynamite Championship Edition where 4 titles are on the line. It starts off with MJF versus Konosuke in a really good match. I was really impressed by MJF in this match. There was one spot where they were both on the top rope and then Konosuke tried to do a clothesline. He did a clothesline, hit it, but then MJF spun back, flipped back and landed on his feet. Really good match. But in the end, obviously, MJF won. And then he started beating down Konosuke after the bell. And then Bryan Danielson came out for the save. Then we had Simone Joe basically says he's going to beat down Wardlow and expose him for all the world to see. So we'll see what happens there. Then we had the Bunny versus Jamie Hayter for AEW Women's Championship. Really good match. There was one spot, I believe it was some type of power bomb or a bomb that the Bunny took. It looked like she was damaged. I'm not sure if it's all right now. Hopefully the Bunny is okay. But in the end, Jamie Hayter won with that big lariat. Then we had Tony Storm and Saraya in the back to beat down some civilian to show they're bad people, I suppose. Then we had MJF. MJF was in the back getting interviewed. Said Konosuke is a tough guy, obviously, but the Bryan Danielson and the fans treat him like he's a criminal. But then he tells his crazy story about how he was in a car crash and I think he was over the limit, but then he was in a car with a lady. And when the police turned up, he switched seats with a lady to make it like she did the crash. He is one sick guy. That's what I can say. Then we had the gauntlet with Ricky Starks versus basically the whole of JS. So first it was Ricky Starks versus Parker. Ricky Starks won. Then Ricky Starks versus Daddy Magic, apparently. Then Starks won. Then it was Ricky Starks versus Danny Garcia, but due to some interference from Chris Jericho, Ricky Starks lost. Then we had the Acclaim said they're ready for their tag team match. Billy said he's not going to be not going to interfere in the match because he doesn't want to be a part of it. So he's going to be at the back and he's not going to come down and accompany the Acclaimed. Then Bryan Danielson's getting ready for his match. Obviously, he has to be there. If he doesn't win the match, he cannot face MJF. As he's getting an interview, the door gets locked. So the next match is then Roosh versus Bryan Danielson. So if Bryan Danielson doesn't get to the ring in time, he forfeits the match and gets counted out. So MJF made the referee start the match and started counting it down. But luckily, Bryan Danielson got there within a 10 count. This was a hard-hitting match with Roosh versus Bryan Danielson. Go and watch it if you haven't seen it. There's blood, there's action, there's everything. But in the end, Bryan Danielson won. But after the bell, there was a beatdown after the bell where MJF hit Bryan Danielson with a dynamite diamond ring. So we'll see what happens there. Then we had Top Flight and AR versus the Elite in a trios championship match. Awesome, awesome match. I can't talk about it enough. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it, like I say. But in the end, the Elite won. And then in the main event of the evening, we had the Acclaim versus the Gun Club for the tag team titles. I knew this was going to happen. So they had a really good match. The referee gets taken out. Billy Gunn comes down. One of his sons were going to hit, I think, Max with the title, or the other one with the title. It didn't happen. And then the title was involved. Casto, one of them, got hit in the head. And then your new AEW tag team champions are the Gun Club. I knew this would happen, but I thought Billy Gunn would get involved, but he actually didn't. So I'm quite surprised by that. But that is your review of AEW in around 6 minutes and Rampage. So like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you could be so kind. Take care.